God bless you all, and greetings to you in the wonderful name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's my joy once again to just give you a little progress report of our building project here in Highlands, Harare, Zimbabwe. Firstly, I want to thank you all for your support in your building fund contributions and donations, and for your prayers, and for the material support that we are getting from members of the body of Christ. We have come to this stage. As you can see, I have Brother Rodney here, who is one of the engineers working together with Brother Josephat. Brother Rodney Chishakwe is also one of the trustees and is the one who designed the drawings for the church, and they are working together with Brother Josephat Makiana, who is also the structural engineer. So he will be helping me with some of the facts if I tend to forget anything. So as you look at the building, we are looking right here at the front section of the church, front as in relation to the pulpit area, but it's towards the back of the pulpit area. So here you can see these are the Sunday school rooms ready, and the offices. Brother Chishakwe, you can just show us the entrance into the reception hall, which is just ready, waiting for the steps to be put. That's the entrance into the reception hall. If you don't mind to go inside, and then from the reception you walk into the trustees room. He is now in the trustees room with these two windows there, and from the trustees room you go into the church, and there is a glass window, a big glass window for the trustees to see what's happening in the church around the pulpit area and the area where the musicians will be placed. So coming back to the offices, you can see those metal silver bands already showing us that it's ready for the roof. So we could actually roof this part of the Sunday school rooms and the pastors' offices and the deacons and the back room. They're already ready for roofing. We could do that if we had to, but we decided that it's best for us to work on the balcony first before we roof this area. So we're going to move around and show you that wall behind this front one here is the wall of the church. And it is still going up, as you can see, but right on that corner there, we have reached the level, that higher corner there where you have the little windows going on there. That's the level where they're going to put another ring beam right round the whole area of the church hall. And so we are going to put a ring beam when we get to that level. So that level on that corner will go right round the whole structure, and then they'll put a ring beam and then build another 3.5 meters on top of the ring beam to reach the roof level. So you can, as you see the highest point there, you can just add another 3.5 meters. That will be the roof level. And so this is the progress so far from outside here. We are almost done on the offices, and if we had to keep on building, we would just need maybe how many weeks to finish the wall to the ring beam level? A week to get to the ring beam level of the whole church. What about to get to the roof level, Mr. Builder? Birida, we'll ask the builder here, he's here too. Can you tell us how long you think it will take from the ring beam to the roof level, building the 3.5 meters? How many weeks will that be? You can also just show us the builder so our viewers can see the builder there. Maybe you can just come closer here a bit. Yeah. Kupedza, yes. 2 weeks. Okay. Well, the builder is saying to do the other 3.5 meters there will take quite a while. He's estimating not less than 7 weeks or so, 8 or 7 weeks. But he says if we have enough scaffolding that we don't have any hindrances by the scaffolding, it might be less. So I'm going to show you the other part of the balcony area. Right, so here we are. On this side here we can see the height there which has been attained. Again, that's the height for the ring beam, and those are windows there that you are seeing. Those are those openings there is windows. So now you can see it a step down here, because this is the area which we are going to do the balcony. So they cannot build any higher here until we have done the balcony. So for your own information, this is the toilet block, as we said the last time. And so what is going to happen is, on top above these toilets will be our balcony, which will protrude 2 meters into the church. And then underneath it we'll have cry rooms for the sisters, and the video and the control rooms for the sound system. And it will protrude 3 meters behind the wall of the back wall of the church here. So this balcony will be protruding 3 meters out and 2 meters inside, sitting above the toilet area and part now of the back part of the church. So here we've just had these bricks put for you to see where the pillars are going to be, or the columns. There will be 4 columns. As you can see, those bricks there, there's a pile of bricks over here, over there, and over there, and over. There's 4 piles of bricks marking where our columns are going to be. So they are going to have to dig holes down here, and they have to go almost 5 meters to reach solid ground, because this is clay soil, it moves a lot. So they'll have to dig 5 meters deep, 5 meters deep. And these columns are, what are the dimensions of the columns, Brother Rodney? Brother Rodney can explain the size of the columns. I'm not too versed. Okay, the footing where the columns are going to sit is 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. So it will be a 1.5 by 1.5. Then the column itself will be 460 by 460 milliliters. So they'll grow up out of there, and then the column will sit on that. So we are going to start with the digging of the holes just as next week, just on Monday. Today is Sunday. Monday we're going to start with the digging of the columns, and this should be done within a week, a little more than a week. They should be done with the columns. Then they bring the reinforcement. They put the wire and they have to do the shuttering and everything else. Then the columns will be set. So when the columns are set, they'll have to put a ring beam which joins up with the original one, and then it joins with the columns protruding out here all around to there. So just that bit of work to do the columns here and the ring beam will take about 12,000, and God has already provided that amount of money for that work to start on the balcony. Then when that is done, we will have to start working on the balcony itself, to do the concrete pouring of the balcony, obviously the reinforce and the shuttering and everything else. And then after we do the balcony, we have to build up the wall right up to that level to where we can now get to the roof level of the same level with the main church. So to do all that from the balcony and the walls coming right up to roof level where we are now able to put the roof, this will take roughly plus or minus 30,000. And so once we do the columns and are ready to start working on the balcony, we need to have about 30,000, and we can break it up in two batches of 20, roughly 24 or minus plus or minus 24,000 just to do the balcony before we do the walls right up to the top. And so just to do the balcony alone, after we do the columns, we'll need about 24,000, and then after we do the balcony, to finish up the walls right up to the roof level of the whole building, we will need another plus or minus $5,000 or $6,000 to do that. Then we are ready for the roof, and this whole work should take us roughly 2 months to finish if there are no difficulties in anything. If materials are available, if the finances are available, should take us 2 months, which means we should be done by around mid-November. We should be finished, and then obviously the roofing will take roughly how long, Brother Rodney, if the material was there. He says roofing should take 2 weeks, and it should be done. So really, if we had the money, we could drive ourselves to finishing this church this year, or just a little into the first weeks of next year, the Lord willing. So the Lord bless you richly, and thank you once again for your contributions. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. I'll just at this time show you the inside just in a little bit so that you can appreciate the whole work. And God bless you richly from Highlands, Harare, Zimbabwe. Pastor James Chikosi, God bless you richly. We value your support. Do the best you can to help us so we can have a house of worship in Harare. God bless you. All right, here we are in the ladies' toilet, just for you to see and appreciate the work going on. This will be for the ladies here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toilets here, and also a space for the disabled, which is right at the end there, which is quite big enough. And then they'll have all the sinks and the washing area and the place for the babies, the mothers to change the babies. They'll put a platform there for the sisters. So this is the ladies' toilet. Let me show you quickly the gents. Over here we come. So this will be under the balcony when the church is complete. So you're walking under the balcony and you're coming to the gents, and this will be all nicely done with the pavements and everything else. And when we build the main sanctuary, when you are here, you will be inside the main church already. So here we move into the gents. We also have, as it were, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 cubicles here for the gents. All this area here is for the sinks and everything. And here we'll have the gents urinary. And I think that is it for the gentlemen. We have a disabled portion here. Or in the very end is a disabled portion. So they're doing it in a way that will meet all the modern standards of construction. And then we come into the main tabernacle here quickly, so you can see what is going on inside. Here we are. We pop inside. Here is our main tabernacle. As you can see, the video man will show you the walls here. They are quite massive, as I've said, but they still have to go to that level over there. So that is from the back of the tabernacle. We are looking at the pulpit area. There's the 2 doors there. The one on the right is for the pastor. The one on the left is for the associate pastor and the visiting ministers and all the officers as they come from the back room. And so here we are. That's the roof. That's the level where we have almost attained for the ring beam. and then we'll build 3.5 on top of that. Now, if the video man can show us this area, he has to come over here to show us this area. So as I did say, the balcony is going to be on top of the toilets there. So above the toilets, we are making use of all this space, which we could have just ignored and just gone to build and roof. So we thought, no, let's make use of this right away. It will save us maybe 3 more years of not worrying about building a church. So on top of the toilet area, we are going to protrude inside the tabernacle 2 meters. And you can see Brother Rodney has put some bricks there for you just to appreciate what is happening. So from there to there, that will be a cry room for the sisters. Then from those bricks to these bricks over here, this will be a video and control room for the sound system. And then over there, it will be a cry room. I'll obviously have to talk to Rodney about these measurements, because I seem to see as if he has given very little space for the sisters. And I know children are a real bother. They make noise and they have to come, so they mustn't be too squashed. I'm seeing there that he has given minimum room. He has given so much room for the video guys and the sound system, which is unjust. I think he must push them a bit here and put them closer and give the sound. They don't need so much room really, because they're just controlling. But those women there, they need room for their little ones. So just quickly, we come to show you here the pulpit area. As I said, this is the pulpit area, and as you can see, we are going to put a big cross right in the center of the pulpit area. There will be a big cross right there, and then a big cross at the center, a smaller cross to the left side, and another smaller cross to the right side. Just a vision of Golgotha. We are what we are because of that day on Calvary. And so platform will be here. Musicians will be sitting to my right, close to the trustees' room. And there is a door which goes right into the trustees, and a window there for the trustees to monitor all the goings on. Ministers will be sitting right over there to my left, just outside the pastor's office there. That's where will be the minister's corner. They'll be sitting right there. And from here, we can walk through this minister's door and come into the back offices. Here we come through this door. The first room we meet to our left is the minister's room. That's to the left there. The video man can show it to you. And then as you come to your right is the passage which will lead to the offices of the pastor and the deacons. So as you come, the first room that you come to is the associate pastor's room right there. And that's the associate pastor's room. It's got a big window here. That's for Pastor Mahanda, who is our associate pastor. And then close to it will be a prayer room for those people who are gifted in the gifts of the Spirit, who might want to come early to church and pray. The Lord reveals something, and they're close to the pastor's office, who can always advise and be told what is happening in there. And as the leader of the church and the source of wisdom for the church, he will be able to discern and be the final judge of any spiritual happening that happens in here. And right over here is a toilet which services this whole area. And here is the deacon's office. So as you come behind this section of the church, from the entrance there, you come from this section, you enter right through here. And as you enter through this passage here, the first room you see is the deacon's office, which is a police station. When you come to any city, you must know where the police station is, and the deacons are the police of the church. And here now is the pastor's office, which will be my office. This is the pastor's office here. We made it a little bit spacious so that as the pastor will probably spend a lot of time in here talking to people, planning for services, the room will be comfortable. And right here will be a toilet, which will be having a shower and a toilet combined. So presently, friends, this is where we are at, and we want to really thank the Lord and praying and trusting that we will be able to finish this work. As you can see, the roof is ready to be put there. The metal bands are on top there already. The builders have come to the roof level. as concerns these back offices here, but we decided not to roof it. How much would it have cost us to roof this, Brother Rodney? Roofing this section? Around 12,000 we could roof it. And then how about the doors and finishing up roughly for the whole structure? But for this, what would you, maybe 4,000 for the doors here, and then the plastering and glazing, and maybe another 5,000. We should see this work almost done, which would be, say, 12 for that's 16, 20,000 would finish up this to use. But we felt, no, let's do the balcony first and kill that Goliath there. So God bless you once again. We really value your support and your prayers and your donations. Let's work together as a team. This work will be done. We are all going to rejoice. And after we do the balcony, this church will be very ideal, even for our get-togethers with the sister churches during Easter times and holiday seasons and things like that. We also have a big area there where the tent is pitched. That tent can sit 4,000 people. So we can even host big meetings here with our people in the tent, but using the facilities at the church here for even to hold a convention. So may God bless you richly. From Pastor Chikosi, God bless you. Remember, I love you, and you've been prayer for me. Bye-bye.